Welcome to the 20th Annual Women in Business Awards, presented by the Greater Niagara Chamber of Commerce and Women in Niagara. Co-title sponsored by Canadian Tire Bank and Penn Financial Credit Union.
On behalf of the Greater Niagara Chamber of Commerce, Niagara's business community, our board of directors, and my colleagues, welcome to our 20th Annual Women in Business Awards, also known as the WIBAs. And a very special cheers to all our finalists for their courage, their vision, and their determination. We so deeply admire you. Women in Business Awards has historically been a luncheon that took place at one of Niagara's amazing venues, with about 400 to 500 people coming together to celebrate colleagues, friends, family members, and community leaders. This year's format is a bit different, but if the past 9 months have taught us anything, it is that we are resilient and can adapt to new and different ways to support and celebrate and honor each other, and especially the remarkable achievements of women from across Niagara. And by starting out, let us acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee people. We recognize and deeply appreciate their historic connection to this place. We also recognize the contributions of Métis, Inuit, and Indigenous people, both in shaping and strengthening this region in particular, and our province and country as a whole. This event is part of WIN's, Women in Niagara's Council's commitment to continuously foster the growth and success of women in business in Niagara, and by providing them opportunities to succeed and thrive. And this is likely now more important than ever. But an event like this can only be made possible with having partners by our side. And I'm thrilled to have with us our co-title sponsors, Canadian Tire Bank and Penn Financial Credit Union, our founding partner, the Niagara Dailies, the Standard, the Welland Tribune, and the Niagara Falls Review, and our award sponsors, RBC, Niagara Region Economic Development, Brock University, Niagara College, DDL & Co., Niagara Community Foundation, United Way Niagara, Cork's Wine Bar and Eatery, Easy Rock 105.7, Newstalk 610 CKDB. Thank you for all that you do for the community. And now it is my pleasure to pass this event over to Julie Roersen, the Chair of WIN Council. Julie currently works as the Manager of Community Relations at Brock University. She's involved in the community as Vice President of YWCA Niagara and founder of Niagara Leadership Summit for Women. Julie, over to you.
Good evening and welcome to the 2020 WIBAs. My name is Julie Roersen and I'm the Chair of WIN Council, and I'm very pleased to welcome you here tonight. The WIN Council exists to be a resource and support women in business in Niagara. We celebrate women's accomplishments, and we advise the GNCC on issues relating to women in business in Niagara. And despite the craziness, the uncertainty, and the challenges that this year has brought us, we wanted to continue this tradition to honor and recognize the women in business, the leaders in our community who are doing amazing work to get us through these challenging times and who are succeeding in business. So thank you for making the time to join us tonight. For those of you who are with a nominee tonight, I would like to ask you to help us honor and celebrate them. While we can't get together in person, we really want to make sure that they feel special and that their leadership, their contributions, their success is honored. So I'm going to give you a moment. I'm going to pause and ask you to turn to that nominee or text that nominee and give them your full wholehearted congratulations on their success, because this is a really important moment. So I'm going to give you a moment to do that now. Well, we've all been at home, keeping safely to ourselves. We've had a lot of time to think about what we want to do differently and how we want to grow our communities. And these women, all of the nominees tonight, are excellent role models for how we can build back better, how we can build our businesses, how we can build our community. So I want to encourage you to draw on them, to call on them, to support their businesses, and to support their leadership as they are shining examples of women in business and women in leadership in our community. So congrats to all of you. And while we are celebrating the accomplishments of our nominees tonight, I also want to recognize our Women in Niagara Council for our accomplishments over the last year. Despite the challenges of 2020, we did do some pretty cool things. We completed the first win-win peer mentorship program, and I've just started on the second cohort. It's been a great success. We advocated for the Women's Advisory Committee at Niagara Region, and we're really proud to have several members of our council that also sit on that committee. It's going to be doing really important work, and we're glad to see it created. We also partnered with the City of St. Catharines to host a Women in Politics mentorship program, which had great response and interest, and very pleased that that program was able to continue despite the global pandemic. And in March, we hosted our record-setting International Women's Day celebration with 700 plus women from across Niagara. And for many of us, this was the last time that we were able to be together, to celebrate, to see each other in person. And it was a really great feeling. And we know that one day we'll be able to do that again and to see many of you and celebrate your accomplishments in person and all of the nominees of the 2020 WIBAs. We couldn't have done all of this work without the members of our council, who I'd like to recognize now. And thank you for your leadership as well. Grace Aldajani is the vice chair, Leslie Calvin, Isabel Camillo, Josie Fashini, Cheryl Johnson, Nora Kalb, Cheryl Matthews, Sarah Pertula, Nicole Regrier, Melanie Sotka, Jamie Turner, Ruth Undra, Cheryl Vanditelli, and Marcia Young. To my fellow council members, thank you for your leadership and your commitment to Women in Niagara. On behalf of all of us, congratulations to all the nominees tonight. You are very worthy and deserving. You are leading in your sector, you are leading in your business, you are leading in all areas of your life, and we really celebrate and honor you tonight. And we really look forward to doing that one day in person soon. Thank you, and congrats again.
The Young Professional Award recognizes business excellence exemplified by a woman under the age of 40. A successful nominee will have a proven track record of professional success and shows outstanding potential for the future. The professional may be in any field. This award is sponsored by RBC.
I grew up in a culture and in a family where often I was told that my dreams were too big and I should conform to a prescribed box.
I was worried at work while I was pregnant about how I would be perceived or how my work presented would be looked at.
And then inevitably the question is, so do you have kids? And it's like, no, I don't have kids. And they're like, oh.
And I was nervous about sharing my news about being pregnant. I guess the reason I was worried was that they were going to be extremely disappointed that I wasn't going to be able to continue and complete this work.
I have had an experience where someone who has my qualifications, but because he was a guy, was chosen for a particular part of the job rather than me.
We are on a journey and a pursuit for equality. We still do hear and see instances of where there's not pay parity, for example, where in terms of access to opportunities and advancement, it might not be as progressive as we would like.
The other part I think about is, I have 2 young kids, and I think about, what type of company do you want them to work in? And you sort of think about, are you taking the company in that direction, or are you, you're okay that your daughter wouldn't have the same opportunities that your son would have?
You need to show up and you need to stand up for the women that you work with. Don't be afraid to risk your own reputation to stand up for somebody that you believe in.
It takes effort, it's hard work, and it's worth it because the outcome, I think, will be greater than the effort that's put into it.
Women are just as competent, if not more competent, than men at the same positions or whatever it is that they choose to do.
The mark, in my perspective, would be complete equality. Are we getting equal representation, and are we getting equal and fair evaluation across men and women?
The work should speak for itself. They shouldn't be those barriers to entry. I think all of those things are changeable and should be changed.
And the finalists are Nahida El-Kayed, Eastway Auto Service Limited, Rachel Didinsky, Giant Shoe Creative Agency, Amanda Fletcher, CAA Niagara, Kaylee Rosetto, Brock University Students Union, Rebecca Winstanley, auto trim and signs, and Elements graphic design. For more information on each finalist, please refer to the digital event program.
My name is Danielle Garner. I am a commercial account manager with RBC here in Niagara. I'm excited to be sharing with you today the recipient of the RBC Young Professional Award. RBC is a proud supporter of GNCC and our community. Our purpose is to help our communities thrive and clients prosper. Today, we celebrate women in business. RBC has strived to be a recognized leader in the advancement of women through inclusive business, talent, and community practices. It is a very different year this year as we come together virtually to recognize all the women whose impact on the community have made such a great difference. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners. The recipient of the award goes to Amanda Fletcher, CAA Niagara. Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you so much. I'm shocked and humbled and honored and grateful. I never would have thought I'd be accepting an award like this, particularly at this point in my life. So just seeing my name in the company of such amazing women is truly a gift. Thank you to the selection committee and my phantom nominator, who I still don't know who it was who nominated me, but thank you so much for making it possible. I'm incredibly fortunate to be surrounded by a squad of people, friends, family, mentors, who give me a soft place to land and keep me going when things get tough and always see in me what I struggle to see in myself. And I'm also fortunate to be part of a community who believe in building up and celebrating strong female leaders who understand the benefit of having diversity at the table and who recognize that life is not a zero-sum game. No one person, one gender, one race's victory is not predicated on another's defeat. So thank you for this award and for making me a part of Niagara's future.
As we celebrate 20 years of WIBAs, it is our great pleasure to continuously have by our side the founding partners of this event, the Niagara Dailies. News, and especially local news, is more important than ever. Their investigative eye gives us much needed perspective, they inform us, and by doing so, bring our communities together. And joining us today is Myra Robertson with the Niagara Dailies.
Hi, I'm Myra Robertson, Special Features and Sponsorship Coordinator for the Niagara Dailies, which is the St. Catharines Standard, Welland Tribune, and the Niagara Falls Review. We've been sponsors of this event for many, many years and look forward to sponsoring it for many, many years to come. We'd like to congratulate all the finalists in the 2020 Women in Business Awards. I know it's been a difficult year, and I'm sure we all look forward to working in normal business circumstances again soon, but good luck and best wishes to all. Thank you.
Sponsored by Niagara Region Economic Development, the Emerging Business Award recognizes women entrepreneurs engaged in new business ventures. Nominees must have been in business for a minimum of 1 year and maximum of 5 years.
Hi, I'm Diana Houston, Regional Counselor for the Town of Pelham. Niagara Region is honored to help recognize the extraordinary accomplishments of women in business through these awards. This year's winners represent an impressive lineup of business leaders who are building a culture of equality and empowerment for women within our local business community. I am proud to work alongside all of you as we work together to advance the very real underrepresentation of women in economic leadership of our beautiful region. Through my experiences as the chair of the Niagara Region's Planning and Economic Development Committee, as well as a member of the Women's Advisory Committee, I can tell you that while we still have a long way to go to address the leadership deficiency, it's still vitally important to celebrate the accomplishments of so many leaders and champions from across Niagara. Our future is bright. Congratulations to all of today's winners and all the best for continued success.
The finalists are Leslie Calvin, Positive Forward Motion, Inc., Dr. Daniela Di Paola, Impact Health Niagara, Angela Osborne and Taryn Harrett, The Atelier Collective, Annette Smith, Lip Service Beauty. Unfortunately, Annette wasn't able to join us for the presentation.
Hi everyone, I'm Diana Houston. I'm the Regional Counselor for the Town of Pelham. I'm also the Chair of the Niagara Region's Planning and Economic Development Committee. And today I have the honor of presenting the award for the Emerging Business Award. So the recipient of the award goes to the Atelier Collective. Congratulations, Angela and Taryn.
Oh, thank you. I'm shaking. Thank you so much. This is truly an honor, and to be in this category with women we wholeheartedly admire, including my cousin Daniela, who I love very much. It's truly an honor.
Thank you so much. Niagara holds some really deep roots for both Ange and I. Ange obviously being from Niagara and my husband being from Niagara, and that's actually how we know each other. And our very first event for the Atelier was hosted in Niagara on the Lake. And so for us, roots to Niagara run really, really deep in our brand and in our company, and we talk about it often. And so this is just a huge, huge honor for us.
Starting our business 3 years ago, we never knew the journey that would be ahead of us. And actually right now we're on the precipice of holding our biggest event yet, which is tomorrow. And so we are in Toronto right now getting ready for that. So to take pause and sit and reflect and truly take in this honor right now is something that is just enlivened us as well. So we are so grateful. Thank you so much for this honor. And again, to the women in this category, we admire you all. Yes. And we love watching your careers as well.
We deeply appreciate the partners of today's event, and it is my great pleasure to introduce Holly Abbott, Associate Vice President with Corporate Customer Support at Canadian Tire Bank, our co-title sponsor.
Good afternoon. My name is Holly Abbott, and I'm the AVP of Corporate Customer Support at Canadian Tire. On behalf of our family of companies, we're so proud to be a co-sponsor of the event again this year. Thank you to the Greater Niagara Chamber of Commerce and the WIN Council for giving us the opportunity to help recognize the leadership, ingenuity, and success of women in the Greater Niagara business community. While we can't be there in person today, this virtual format does afford us the opportunity to bring more voices to the table. With that in mind, today I'm really pleased to have several members of the Southwestern Ontario chapter of Canadian Tire's Women's Leadership Network with me on screen. Our chapter has evolved a great deal over the past 2 years. So let's hear from the group. Cheryl, over to you.
Thanks, Holly. Hi, everyone. My name is Cheryl Matthews, and I'm a manager of corporate customer support at Canadian Tire Corporation. Outside of the office, I'm also a proud member of the GNCC's WIN Council. It's so important for our businesses to create space for their team members to participate in external groups and committees, and I'm very fortunate to have that support. This year has presented a lot of unique challenges for our community, and we continue to be impressed by the creativity and ingenuity of today's honorees. I'd like to introduce you to Mima Vespa, who's a huge ally of women in leadership. Over to you, Mima.
Thanks, Cheryl. My name is Mima Vespa, and I am a VP of Finance Shared Services. As Cheryl mentioned, I am passionate about allyship. To be a good ally, we must recognize our privilege, defined as an unearned, sustained advantages that come from race, gender, sexuality, or a host of other differences. As leaders in the community, we need to work to be allies to each other. As leaders, we do this by working to recognize our privilege and extend our access to others so that their voices may be brought to the table. So now I'd like to introduce the rest of our team who is on screen. Maria Camiso, David DeFelice, Stephanie Lahita, Vanessa Ruby, Jessica Sims, and Faith Winters. And now I will turn it over to Vanessa.
Thanks, Mima, for all those introductions. As Mima mentioned, my name is Vanessa Ruby, and I have the privilege of closing off the greetings today by reiterating how proud we are to be with all of you today. On behalf of all the smiling faces and the waving people on this recording, as well as more broadly Canadian Tire and its family of companies, we offer our most sincere congratulations to each nominee and recipient for your leadership and your accomplishments. We wish you all success in 2021 and beyond. Thank you.
Next up, the Excellence in Hospitality and Tourism Award, which recognizes success, leadership, and an innovative approach of a leader in Niagara's hospitality or tourism industry. This person demonstrates a commitment to providing top-quality customer service and guest experience in hospitality, tourism, or the entertainment industry, and has increased the awareness of the Niagara region. The finalists are Leslie Harper, Niagara Bound Tours; Marissa Hartley, Cheese Please; Victoria Wixton, Niagara 2022 Canada Summer Games.
Hi, everyone. My name is Cheryl Matthews, and I'm a proud member of the GNCC WIN Council. It's my honor to be able to participate in the event, and I'm thrilled that I get to present the award for excellence in hospitality and tourism. So without further ado, because I know you're all excited to know, the recipient of this year's Excellence in Hospitality and Tourism Award goes to, and I have a special pink envelope. Are you ready? Victoria Wixton, Niagara 2022 Canada Summer Games. Congratulations, Victoria.
That's fantastic. Thank you so very much. I'm humbled and honored to be in company with my fellow nominees. I believe we have a shared commitment to delivering the highest level of hospitality, and we do so wholeheartedly. We do it without reservation. And yet, today being Remembrance Day, my heart is aching right now for our industry and all the great people that believe in our tourism movement. We find ourselves in this extremely turbulent and historical disruptive environment, with our horizon being extremely blurry, and yet I have hope. We're a community that approaches tourism and hospitality with a consistent and authentic approach to delivering unsurpassed customer services and experiences. And I believe we are an unstoppable force. We just need to keep the faith. I need to keep the faith. We can all be Debbie Downers, but we need to continue to be kind, appreciate and respect that we need each other. Tourism is not an island. It's a community full of, brilliant talent and passionate people. And I believe if we look out for one another, in doing so, Tourism Niagara will continue to be a driving force within our international boundaries and, of course, here at home. So I'm honored and humbled. Thank you so very much. And to my fellow colleagues, I've worked along with you or alongside of you. And I just want to say, keep the faith. We're in this together. It's the only way to survive. And thank you very much, Chamber of Commerce. I appreciate this honor. Thank you. Yay.
Our region has organizations that have taken a lead when it comes to building our community, and one such company is Penn Financial Credit Union. Their truly local commitment is the heart and soul of their philosophy, where they believe that the prosperity of their members and their community go hand in hand. And we couldn't agree more. Here's a message from today's co-title sponsor, Penn Financial Credit Union.
Hello everyone, Ken Jansen, CEO of Penn Financial Credit Union, and I'm very pleased today to announce our partnership with Socks for Change. And joining me today is the founder of Socks for Change, Sam Biles. Sam?
Thanks, Ken. We are so happy with our relationship from Penn Financial. This will be our third year with Penn Financial. And over those last 2 years, we've donated over 60,000 pair of wool socks and over 80,000 toques and neck tubes to those in need throughout Niagara. The great news is that this year you'll be able to purchase a pair of our beautiful wool and silk socks for yourselves and members of your family. All you have to do is go to socksforchange.ca and look into it, and we will donate 2 pair of wool socks for every pair that you buy. We'll donate 2 pair of wool socks to those in need throughout Niagara. So thank you, thanks Ken, and great year. Let's have a great year.
Yes. So Penn Financial will kick off the campaign with a $20,000 donation, and I strongly encourage you to consider either a donation or purchasing the socks to support Socks for Change. You can find the information on our website, pennfinancial.com, or go to socksforchange.ca. So I strongly encourage you to help Penn Financial support Socks for Change in helping those that are in need in Niagara.
The Science and Technology Award is sponsored by DDL & Co. This award recognizes the achievements of women in Niagara's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics sectors.
Hi everyone, my name is Elisa Stupiello and I am pleased to represent DePaula, DiPietro & Little Professional Corporation. I joined DDL 7 years ago and am honored to be the first woman partner in the firm. DDL is a professional accounting firm located downtown St. Catharines. We provide services in the areas of accounting, assurance, bookkeeping, taxation, and business advisory. We work primarily with owner-managed businesses and not-for-profit organizations in a variety of industries, including medical, legal, and other professional firms, construction, automotive, restaurants, and technology firms. This year, we were all thrown off course by the devastating COVID-19 pandemic. In response, DDL implemented a new COVID subsidies team. This team has worked tirelessly to support, offer information, and assist in the application of the various programs to help our clients wade through this pandemic. I'm also pleased to be a part of many wonderful organizations in Niagara that support and promote the excellence of women. When women work together to support one another professionally and personally, we become stronger individually and together. Personally, I have learned so much from the connections I have made with other fierce and inspiring women. I thank you on behalf of DDL for inviting me to participate in this important and inspiring event.
And the finalists are Erica Evans, Phantom Compass, Brandy Henderson and Ro Prudante, Onera Group Inc. and Bridge Solutions Inc. Jill Russell, District School Board of Niagara. Stephanie Thompson, STEM by Steph.
Everyone, my name is Elisa Stupiello. I'm from DDL & Co., an accounting firm located downtown St. Catharines. It's my honor this year to present the Science and Technology Award. Sadly, we're not able to celebrate these awards in person together this year due to the ongoing pandemic, but I just want to provide a congratulations to all the nominees today, especially in this category. So the recipient of the Science and Technology Award is Erica Evans, Phantom Compass.
Well, thank you so much, Elisa and DDL, and thank you to the Greater Niagara Chamber of Commerce for hosting this award and bringing to light the inspiring paths that so many amazing women in our community have taken. I want to thank my team at Phantom Compass for making me love my work every day, and my family for being flexible and funny and respectful, even though we're all sharing an open office, even right now. And yeah, thank you to everyone. Everyone is here is an ally, in increasing the diversity in the STEM industries. And, we got to keep on sharing our stories, keep on sharing our time, keep making those connections and inspiring young minds. It's all working. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations to everyone.
The Cultural Arts Award recognizes the leadership of women in the fields of arts, music, dance, design, or film. The 2020 finalists are Sarah Palmieri, First Ontario Performing Arts Centre, St. Catharines; Chelsea Wainwright, Niagara Ballet School; Elaine Wallace, Signature Sign and Image. Unfortunately, Elaine wasn't able to join us for the presentation.
My name is Grace Alajani, and I am the new Vice Chair of the Wing Council. We're so happy to come together to celebrate these amazing women in our community. I am pleased to announce the Cultural Arts Award. And the recipient of the Cultural Arts Award is Sarah Palmieri, First Ontario Performing Arts Centre, St. Catharines.
Wow. What an honor. Thank you so much. I'm just blown away, and I just wanted to take the opportunity to acknowledge and congratulate Chelsea and Elaine for the amazing work that they're doing in our community. My career in the arts has been defined by women and has been lifted up by women. So it's an honor to be acknowledged here in the presence of such amazing women. And a thank you to the GNCC and the Women in Business Award jury. And I did want to take this opportunity to thank a few people. First and foremost, my amazing mother, Liz Palmieri. My mom started my love for the arts at a young age, working both with Carousel Players and the Niagara Artist Center, and was a former executive director of the Niagara Community Foundation, and has instilled so much work ethic and democracy and love for the arts and to be a good person and a community builder. So thanks, Mom. I'd also want to acknowledge one of my first mentors in the arts is Deb Slade, former executive director of Center for the Arts. Deb gave me my first opportunity working in arts administration, and my career has blossomed through her support and through her friendship. So a big thank you to Deb. And I was fortunate enough to be surrounded by some really amazing women at a young age in university that really sparked my my love and passion for the community and working in community. And that is Annie Wilson, who is our programming supervisor at the First Ontario Performing Arts Centre, but at the time worked with Suitcase and Point and In the Soil, as well as Deanna Jones with Suitcase and Point and In the Soil, and Natasha Pedros with Suitcase and Point and the Niagara Artist Center. And in my career, I've been taught and learned a lot from amazing women, including Janice Barlow and Rebecca Can, and now am so fortunate to be under the direction of our new executive director at the First Ontario Performing Arts Centre, Colleen Smith. So I think all of us can attest our roles here in Niagara and the role we play because of other women. And I'm here because of other women. And I'm so honored and privileged to be able to work and have a profession in the arts. And again, a big thank you. And given these interesting times, these unprecedented times, we are all finding how important the arts are in our lives. And when we can't come together, I encourage you all to continue to support the arts locally. And we look forward to coming back together. But until then, support each other and stay strong. And thanks so much again for this amazing acknowledgement.
The next category is Business That Gives Back. This award recognizes an initiative led by a woman or a company that supports women's issues. This business or individual has taken positive action to invest in their community and sees social responsibility as an integral part of a business's success. This award is sponsored by Niagara Community Foundation.
Niagara is a community, and every community has its own unique dreams of improving quality of life, along with the challenges of making that happen. Overcoming these challenges starts with you. You make your community. It's the mission of the Niagara Community Foundation to realize Niagara's dreams through your philanthropy, by providing you with the means to apply your charitable assets locally. Now let's take a look at how we make that happen. Donations received from you are placed in endowment funds where they accumulate investment earnings. In most cases, endowment funds are kept in perpetuity, and a portion of the earnings are used as grants for good causes and charities. In some cases, donations are placed in endowment funds for a set period of time. and others are placed in an endowment fund with both the earnings and some of the fund itself being used for grants each year. You may not know exactly where you want your money to go, in which case the Niagara Community Foundation can offer you advice and support for making your philanthropic decisions. Create your own legacy by adding your fund to the hundreds that already have been established. Niagara is composed of 12 municipalities, and each has its own community funds that exist to support local charities. With the advocacy of dedicated volunteer community fund committees, these localized funds provide vital grant dollars to programs, services, and initiatives for a broad spectrum of areas including social services, health, education, arts and culture, recreation, and the environment. And you can direct grants from your fund to a specific organization. Since the inception of the Niagara Community Foundation in 2000, endowment funds have grown to total nearly $63 million. More than $15 million in grants have been distributed to charities and causes. In fact, over $2 million have been handed out in 2019. With so many funds on the go, the Niagara Community Foundation has managed to keep administrative costs under 1% of its total endowments. And fundraiser expenses are even lower, at less than 0.5% of endowments. All this was made possible by our army of volunteers and board of directors. Now let's see those grants in action. Niagara College's dental hygiene received a community grant of $15,000 from the David S. Howes Fund to give dental students practical experience as they offer free checkups and dental hygiene to residents of the South Ridge and Salvation Army shelters. A $5,000 environmental grant from the Niagara Community Foundation enabled Heartland Forest, the Niagara Falls Nature Center, to launch a new bat roosting and monitoring program that helps ensure the winged mammal's survival in Niagara. Just as importantly, the project is designed to be both educational and accessible to visitors from age 5 to 95. Food for Kids, with the help of a Niagara Community Foundation grant worth $8,520, expanded its efforts to provide weekly hampers that would feed 82 children from 25 families throughout the summer. The hampers feature all 4 food groups and are assembled and delivered by a team of volunteers. A lot of dreams can be realized when you get involved in making the Niagara region a better place. We're here to help. You make your community.
And the finalists are H2 Only Inc., Royal LePage NRC Realty, Amy Layton, Alexandria Professional, markmeldrum.com.
My name is Brian Rose. I'm the Executive Director of the Niagara Community Foundation. On behalf of our Board Chair, Ruth Todd, and our Vice Chair, Damien Goulbourne, and our entire Board of Directors, more than half of which are females, it is an honor to once again participate and support this year's WIBAs. I believe we've been part of this event over the last 5 years. I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all the nominees in all of the categories. But it is a pleasure for us to be part of this for the Businesses Who Give Back Award. So without further ado, the recipient of the Business Who Gives Back Award is Amy Lawton, Royal LePage NRC Realty. Congratulations, Amy.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm in the car right now. I'm not driving. But thank you so much. It's an absolute honor. I have no idea who nominated me, but I am so proud of everything that I always say you just got to put yourself out there, and it comes back to you, and everything that anyone does makes a difference. So thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you.
The Entrepreneurship Award recognizes small to medium business owners that have achieved great results in her own business or businesses, with a proven track record of growth, profitability, industry leadership, and commitment to community. Finalists must have been in business for 3 or more years. This award is sponsored by Niagara College. finalists are Crystal DeCuna, The Inside View Inc., Andrea McGee, Soul Fire Power Yoga, Jessica Silvestri, Bella Buddha Beads, Jordan Wiggins, Health Overall.
Extremely pleased to be able to sponsor this award with our valued partners at GNCC. This award recognizes the amazing contributions that our Niagara entrepreneurs make to our shared community here. We're very, very proud to support our local entrepreneurs and recognize how incredibly vital they are to the economy of Niagara. This year's recipient exemplifies the innovation and entrepreneurship that Niagara is recognized for. I'm going to pass it over now to Melanie.
All right. Well, thank you, Justin. I'm very excited to be part of this too, and I'll be presenting the Entrepreneurship Award. So the Women in Business Award goes to Crystal DeCuna. Congratulations, Crystal. We're thrilled for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm super excited. Thank you very much. I know there's so many people to thank, but first and foremost, I'd love to thank the GNCC. You guys have always been a great supporter of mine. It's been a 5-year journey on this entrepreneurship roller coaster, and you know, at the Inside View, it's all about igniting leaders, exciting employees, and delighting customers, and that's really been the mantra that I've been able to live by. And so, when it comes to entrepreneurship, it's a crazy roller coaster ride. And so, you know, I'm so thankful that actually many of the ladies on here I know very well. So ladies, thank you so much. And it's an honor to be with you guys in this category. And this roller coaster takes a lot of hard work. And so it takes courage to be able to do the things that, you know, you don't know what the outcomes are going to be. It takes a lot of confidence in yourself and your ability. And then also it takes a lot of clarity, getting super clear on where you want to go and what goals you have, but really being okay to fail and fail forward and fail fast and fail famously, right? We want to be able to share our successes. I know you ladies know what I'm talking about. So Niagara College, thank you so much. GNCC, thank you so much. And it's an honor. I appreciate it.
The Community Impact Award recognizes an individual who has made outstanding contributions to the Niagara community through volunteering in the nonprofit and charitable sector. The finalists are Jess Boulay, Giant Shoe Creative Agency; Lori Gill, Attachment and Trauma Treatment Center for Healing Niagara; Holly Mandula, Meridian Credit Union Business Banking; Patrizia Trapazzo, Locomotive Marketing Inc. For more information on each finalist, please refer to your digital event program.
Hi, I'm Nicole Regier. I am the Director of Development and Violence Prevention Programs for Jillian's Place here in St. Catharines. I'm also the past chair of Women in Niagara, and I am just so thrilled to be presenting to the winner of this category today, and on behalf of WIN Council. And so the winner of the award today, and congratulations to all of the finalists, the winner is my friend Holly Mandula.
I've got to unmute myself, and I'm so sorry. In this world, I mean, you know, I'm actually a little overwhelmed. I guess that's keeping in with 2020, though, isn't it? Especially with the unmute glitch. Wow, this is a really big positive in a year where we've had so much difficulty. I'm so proud to be among such amazing women. Like, look at the women in this group alone, and then the women in all the other categories. And in all the years past, it's kind of amazing. Strong women who celebrate each other, lift each other up, root for each other, support for each other. I'm so proud to be such part of an amazing community. Thank you to everyone who supported my efforts, whether it's been Chrissy Sadowski and Pam Isaac, who jumped on board to do a neighborhood food drive in the middle of a pandemic, or people like Julie Van Ryven and Mark Richardson, who show up to contribute to a bottle drive my son's holding for the community in Jillian's Place. Sometimes so many friends and found family who show me so much every day with all the good in the community, and it makes our world and my world so much better. And at the end of the day, I do it so my kids have a better place to live, and so does everyone else within the region. So thank you so much. I don't really know what else to say, but this is amazing. Thank you.
Presented by United Way Niagara, the Excellence in Nonprofit Award recognizes leadership in Niagara's nonprofit sector and is awarded to a woman working in that sector who has made their organization flourish and Niagara better off through their talent, integrity, and contributions to the lives of women, families, and communities across the region.
Staying home during COVID certainly isn't convenient, but for people that are experiencing domestic violence, it's life-threatening. Grocery shopping and meal planning is challenging us in new ways, but for people experiencing food insecurity, it's impossible. And for those experiencing mental illness, social isolation, or addiction challenges, the loss of contact with services and people is more than a frustration. It's a crisis. Hello, I'm Frances Hallworth, Executive Director of United Way Niagara. United Way has been working to address such issues as poverty, domestic violence, and social isolation for a long time. COVID-19 has amplified these issues and placed the most vulnerable people in Niagara at more risk. Local 211 data showed a sharp increase in demand for services in Niagara. Calls doubled from February to March as more people in our region were struggling to access food, housing, and connections to mental health resources. Stay-at-home orders that were intended to protect the public and prevent the spread of COVID left victims of partner violence trapped with their abusers. Victim Services Niagara reported a near doubling of incidents over the same time last year. We have seen a dramatic increase in mental health and well-being of our Niagara residents. Crisis lines have noted a 27% increase in distress calls in the last 6 months. People in Niagara are struggling. United Way rapidly responded to our community's needs. We worked alongside our community partners, stakeholders, donors, volunteers, and agencies to ensure that people had access to immediate help. And we continue to respond to our community's most pressing needs. We purchased massive quantities of food, which was distributed to food banks across Niagara. We invested in virtual and phone counseling programs to support mental health and well-being. We funded meal and grocery deliveries and helped increase connections to loved ones for our vulnerable seniors. COVID-19 has brought these unignorable issues to the forefront. Poverty is more visible, food insecurity has become common, and mental illness and addiction are evident everywhere. United Way Niagara invests in supports to address these issues, supporting over 120,000 people in Niagara every year. To learn more about United Way, visit our website at unitedwayniagara.org. Tonight we are here to celebrate the extraordinary contributions of women in business across Niagara. United Way is proud to support the Excellence in Nonprofit Award. This award recognizes leadership in Niagara's nonprofit sector and is awarded to a woman who has made their organization flourish and made Niagara better off for women, families, and communities across the region.
The 2020 finalists are Sarah Petula, Community Crew; Jennifer Gauthier, Women's Place of South Niagara, Inc.; Carol Nagy, Hospice Niagara; Anna Boza, Family and Children's Services Niagara.
My name is Frances Hallworth, Executive Director of United Way Niagara, and I have the honor of presenting the Excellence in Nonprofit Award. The recipient of this award goes to Carol Nagy from Hospice Niagara. Congratulations, Carol.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to thank the Greater Niagara Chamber of Commerce, Women in Niagara, for recognizing the vital contributions women make in Niagara, including in the not-for-profit sector. Sarah, Jennifer, and Anna, you make a difference in the lives of so many people in Niagara every day, and I congratulate you on your exceptional leadership. Every not-for-profit organization dedicated to health and social care should be extremely proud of the critical role they have played during this pandemic, keeping us healthy, safe, informed, cared for, and comforted. Our frontline staff, without fail, have stepped up despite risks, personal hardships, and uncertainty. This is the backbone of Niagara. Every one of these people and their organizations makes a substantial difference every day to our living well. These organizations are passionate, they're full of wisdom, commitment, creativity, and leadership that is second to none. We need to all recognize the efforts of these people and organizations with thanks, of course, with appreciation, of course, but also with advocacy to ensure that they are fairly recognized, compensated, and have sustainable funding streams. Because if we have learned anything from this pandemic, we've learned that we need each and every one of these people and organizations to take care of us. For me, when passion for this work hasn't been enough, I want to thank my partner, George, and my grown kids, Coral and Denon. When I've needed you to pick me up, listen to me rant, give me a hug, or give me a good belly laugh, you've always been there. And together with your partners, my sister, my brother, and my friends, when I've asked each of you to be all hands on deck, whether it was to compose or play music, help and support Hospice Niagara, events, and serve holiday meals to people in hospice, you've always shown up, and I deeply love each of you. No woman stands alone in this recognition. The hardworking, dedicated staff and volunteers of Hospice Niagara, our exceptional board members and leadership team make it very easy to represent Hospice Niagara. Each of you make me extremely proud of the care, support, and professional work you do each and every day. You continue to show me how to be and to do better. I thank you personally and on the behalf of so many people you've helped in Niagara. My parents provided me with a recipe for what has been a very fulfilling career. They taught me and showed me the importance of compassion towards others, the moral obligation we have to do better for the greater good, being good stewards of the land that sustains us, and the value of hard work, education, kindness, and a little pinch of political acumen thrown in for good measure. Every day I rely on this foundation, and every day I strive to make them proud as they live in my heart. The women that lead not-for-profit organizations of all types and sizes are Niagara's leaders. They are our business leaders, our moral compass, and the people that have and will continue to shape the health and social fabric of our community to ensure that everyone is cared for and lives well today and for generations to come. Thank you, Greater Niagara Chamber of Commerce, Women in Business, for this acknowledgement. Together with Sarah, Jennifer, and Anna, you will serve as my inspiration to keep working hard for everyone in Niagara. Megwich, merci, and thank you.
The last award for the 2020 Women in Business Awards is the Leadership Award, recognizing the leadership of women in Niagara's corporate community. Recipients are women who have demonstrated leadership, business acumen and success, integrity, and a commitment to the community. This woman works for a corporation or a large organization with 30 employees or more. The Leadership Award is sponsored by Brock University.
Over the past 6 months, we've come together as a community to support student success, and we wouldn't have been able to do this without you. It truly does take a village from our community partners, employer partners, faculty members, students, staff, and senior administration. We are so thankful for the collaboration, perseverance, and supports that we've had over the past few months. We know that this hasn't been easy for anybody, whether it's through your career or through your organization, and we are truly thankful for the amount of partnerships that we've continued to develop and thrive during this time. We also know that the words thank you cannot convey everything that we mean behind those words. So just know that this video will bring you along in what we believe is behind all of our thank yous. Thank you, merci beaucoup, Chimikwich.
To our employers and the community partners, We're thankful for the opportunities you have been providing to our students, whether they are co-op, new grad hiring, and/or experiential learning opportunities. We appreciate the effort and the generosity you provided to ensure our students have a safe working environment during this challenging time. Thank you so much for your ongoing partnership with Brock University on developing future talent. We look forward to continuously working with you. Thank you.
To our Brock faculty and instructors, thank you so much for bringing learning to life and for giving students hands-on opportunities both inside and outside the classroom through experiential learning. We know the time and effort that it takes to do this well, and even in these circumstances, it's been amazing to see innovative ideas happen virtually and for community partnerships to continue to happen when they really need it most. We are so grateful to be able to support your work, and our campus and students are lucky to have you.
Together.
Thank you to our students. As we have transitioned during this time of change and uncertainty, we thank you sincerely for your strength, your patience, your perseverance, and your resilience. We are so proud to represent you and work alongside you.
Gracias. Dhanyavad. Shukran. Nandri. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And the 2020 finalists are Amanda Etherington, Niagara Health, Ashley Myers, Bell Media, Marianne Tycolis Casey, Stevensville Garden Gallery.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kara Krezek. I am the Director of Co-op, Career, and Experiential Education at Brock University. Our department oversees areas that include students' passions, what they want to do, combines that with experience and helps them get started in their career. And we're really excited to be the sponsor of today's Leadership Award. This award that recognizes the women in our community that are juggling so much right now between their corporate careers, their family lives, everything else that life is throwing at us, and doing so with such grace, integrity, and so many other competencies that we want to celebrate. So we're happy to be the sponsor of this award, and I have the pleasure of announcing the award winner. This is the envelope, please. So this year's award winner of the Leadership Award for the Women in Business is Ashley Myers from Bell Media. Congratulations, Ashley.
Wow, I am beyond humbled and honored to have been included amongst such an amazing group of women, both past and present nominees and winners. Thank you to the entire team at the GNCC and WIN Council for their commitment to celebrating women in business in Niagara, especially right now when we need a reminder to celebrate and continue with traditions, even if it looks a little bit different than it did in previous years. Wow, I want to thank my incredible team at Bell Media, News Talk 610, CKTV, Easy Rock, Hits FM. I know that they often roll their eyes at the unorthodox and crazy ideas that I come up with, but I am so proud of our commitment to the community, and their support, professionalism, enthusiasm gives me inspiration every single day. So thank you. Most of all, I want to thank my family and my amazing group of strong women who are always there to, support me when I've had a bad day and the first to celebrate my victories. So thank you so much. My advice to everybody watching is to find your people. Surround yourself with those who inspire you, who respect you, respect your boundaries, but push you to be the best version of yourself. As women, we are so often told what it is that we can't do, how we need to conform to some idea of how we should look or act or speak. And I spent years believing that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't strong enough. I was too loud and too emotional. And I made myself small for other people. And it took one incredible leader who believed in me and showed me that what I thought made me different and unique and wasn't a flaw. It was in fact my strength. So I want everybody out there to remember that one person has the power to change your life. So be that person for somebody, inspire somebody to be the best version of themselves. Because if you want somebody to believe in you, you've got to believe in others first. So thank you again. This is such an honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's WIBAs. An event like this is possible because of the amazing partners that were by our side. Thank you to Canadian Tire Bank and Penn Financial Credit Union for co-sponsoring this event, and our founding partners, Niagara Dailies. And our deepest gratitude goes to RBC, Niagara Region Economic Development, Brock University, Niagara College, DDL & Co., Niagara Community Foundation, United Way Niagara, Cork's Wine Bar and Eatery, Easy Rock 105.7, and News Talk 610 CKTB. Thank you for all that you do for the community. Today, we were in awe of the talent, the commitment, determination, and vision of these amazing finalists and winners. If anything has become clear, that even in the most difficult of times, Niagara is in very good hands. Thank you to all attendees for being part of celebrating WIBAs with us today. It is when we come together as a community that we are stronger. Thank you for joining us today.